Breathing deeply in and deeply out. Find your own rhythm, find your own tempo. Relax deeper into yourself. Connect to your heart energy. Expand it to 6 feet in all directions. Extend this energy down to the heart of Gaia and then up to Source. As we ask for the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters and the karmic board to merge deeply and fully with us now through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for our God presences, our guides, our ascension councils to work in harmonious group consciousness together. So the highest of the highest of the highest will be shown here today for all of us in our here and now. We ask for a temple of Mother Gaia grounding to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for a temple of divine union to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. Finally, calling on a God Presence Communion Temple to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. Feel how all these frequencies and energies assist your spirit to raise your frequency, open up your field. And as you continue breathing up and down your pillar, place your attention in the God Presence Communion Temple now. And as you have a seat there, connect to the crystal at the core of the temple. You'll find it is one specific color of frequency that matches what you are in need of in your here and now. For some of you it might be green, for others gold or silver, or clear quartz. Connect to this crystal through your primary 12 chakras. Send out through your chakras and receive. Send out and receive. As today we are joined by Ascended Master Sanat Kumara. And he has a special journey arranged for this particular session. A journey to Shambhala on the inner planes. So in group Merkaba, all present here in the now, travel with Sanat on the inner planes to Shambhala. As we arrive, simply set up your pillar again. Acclimatize your energies here in the realm of Shambhala. And Sanat asks all of you to gather around him in a full circle. And a circle around that, a circle around that, a circle around that. Find your place within these circles. As Sanat expands his energy field, his energy bodies, from the center all the way to the outer circle, asking you to sync with him now. Harmonize with him, with his field, This will feel relaxing to some, harmonizing to others, healing to yet others. And some of you will feel a great deal of excitement. Keep breathing up and down your pillar, he says, as you feel this harmonization with him. And the first thing he says is to get a sense of your surroundings. See the large grassy green hill we are on. See all the structures all around you, amidst the mountains and the rolling hills, the waterfalls and the lakes. Get a sense of your surroundings. And he says for some of you that will be through your inner sight, for others more through your knowing, others by picking up the sounds in the field. And for some of you, you will simply have an awareness of all of those layers. And if you feel you are not receiving this information, simply trust, for your spirit is. Sanat is asking everyone to lay down now. With your feet facing the center and your head facing outward. And the first step in this harmonization, he says, is sending your energy up through your higher chakras, which will travel through the group conscious energy, enveloping all of Shambhala. And he explains that this assists the time you are here to be connected in frequency to all of you, and to assist your presences, your spirits, to offer you the highest possible experience. Many support teams are here to make this well, including the keeper of the lands of Shambhala. Simply keep sending your energy out through your higher chakras as you receive this energy of group consciousness of all present, all spirits, all their spirits and souls, and the Shambhala frequency, he says. Notice also how the environment, on the one hand, seems familiar, like in your regular reality. But on the other hand, it feels like it is floating on patterns of harmonic waves rippling through the environment, sound and light frequencies. And notice how it seems like you move in and out of these two perceived realities, the harmonic wave reality and the regular environmental reality. Allow your spirit to show you both and to merge both now. You will notice these two realities getting closer and closer to each other, closer and closer until they become one, until they merge, until it seems like the rolling hills and the mountains and the lakes and the waterfalls around you and the blue skies pulsating, harmonically waving, moving, enveloping you, moving through your energy bodies and with your energy bodies. Surrender deeper into this now, Sanat says. For you are now synced and harmonized with the energetic waves moving through the galaxy, the solar system, Gaia. What you are sensing now is a highly accurate representation of the energetics in your regular reality, however, from the perspective of the inner planes, so you can experience this effect. So where in your regular reality both seem to be going on, but it's harder to bring them together, this is a clear experience of how you can bring them together and how it feels. Your presence, your spirit would like you to feel this very deeply now and to surrender fully to this now. Remembering that it is your spirit that has brought you here. It is your spirit that has the roadmap of what is to come on your journey. You are very safe to surrender into these energies, he says. Notice now the different patterns of waves. Some series bigger than others, some almost lift you upright until you feel you are vertically standing. Others are gentle ripples beneath you. Feel these different harmonics, these different waves, these different energies moving through and around you as you become one within this merged reality. Sanat explains that the better you are and become, surrendering fully into this combined reality, the more gracefully, more easily, the more effectively you will travel the ascension energies with Gaia and the collective consciousness. And so, the paradox is that your success at doing this is not connected to you increasing any sort of skill set, but simply being brave, courageous, and increasing your willingness to surrender into this, and to let go and to trust. You're breathing up and down your pillar as you surrender more deeply now into these harmonics that are streaming live from galactic core, solar system, sun, Gaia. And this is not a test run, this is actually what is occurring. It's felt in a heightened sense here in the inner planes of Shambhala. Yet the situations, Sanat repeats again, are exactly the same when you are in your normal, regular reality, where your soul is incarnated into your vessel. The experiencing of both realities as one while you surrender, trust, let go, follow your spirit, follow the guidance from your teams, follow the guidance from Gaia, follow the guidance from all other beings around you that are resonant to your frequency, that are in support of your mission. Herein lies big key to make things flow most harmoniously in the highest possible timeline for yourself and all those around you, assisting you to anchor, create, manifest the highest version of your mission as possible within current combined energetics. Surrender more deeply now, he says, and ask your spirit to assist all of you, all your energy bodies, to lock in this feeling of these combined realities. For it is that, if anything, skill set knowing how it feels, which you can take away from this particular session. And then when you are back in normal reality, in regular reality, you have this skill set anchored so that you can ride the ascension energy waves more clearly, powerfully, with a larger degree of trust, faith in the process, without knowing what's coming. You simply know that this is what it is. Notice how things slow down as the two realities start separating again. As you start to feel more clearly that you are laying down on this soft, grassy green hill in concentric circles around Sanat, with all others present. When you're ready, Sanat asks you to stand up and to follow him. As we are heading to a large structure, white and gold, very crystalline, entering through large doors. Sanat smiles and asks all to follow him. We enter into a very large space where in the middle of the entire space is a large body of water, like a large pool. Beautiful, clear, crystalline water, very still, and all around, golden statues of angels, many crystals. You feel the deep serenity and peace in this hall, he states. It is absolutely huge. And he asks you all to spread out now around this body of water, which is square in shape. He asks you to sit at the side of the water. Re-establish your pillar. Start connecting with the essence of this serenity water. He explains this is a sacred space, one that after you have moved through this experience you can visit whenever you so please, with your team, yourself as a spirit, as a soul. And many of you, he says, will choose to do so. For it will feel like home to you. You will be invited to enter this body of water very soon, and it will be a very unique and different experience for everyone. Each and every one of you will feel different energies, see different colors, feel different temperatures and textures, and potentially be taken on different journeys. Each one very unique to your here and now, and ever changing every time you visit. You will receive messages, gift, words of wisdom. You may connect to certain members of your team, or simply to the consciousness of all that is. You may feel and experience the heartbeat of Gaia, more intimately than you have before. And you may merge more deeply with your presence than before as well. That being said, when you're ready, each and every one of you can enter the water, the liquid light water, this divine pool of serenity. And you will have your own experience, he says. He offers you many blessings for this now, and asks you to enter into the water. From there, follow the guidance. Some of you will want to swim, dive to the bottom, float, and so many other things. Allow what comes to unfold. Without resistance, fear, and in full trust, faith, and surrender. Yet another exercise to assist you to hold on to the keys of full surrender as you go back to your normal reality after this session. Enjoy, he says. You may notice the many, many golden, angelic statues in the space. Start to awaken. They will hold space for you as well within this Serenity Temple, this pool of serenity, and each and every one of you may have very unique experiences with these golden serenity angels as well. Hand over any limitations, any fears, any worries, any things that are stuck in your mental or emotional energy bodies. And over limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, worries, things that are not flowing for you. Hand it all over to the water and these particular angels, Sanat explains. And your primary goal is to allow, to surrender, to trust, let go. So the keys of harmonizing realities and timelines are instilled deeply in all of your 12 energy bodies. Your spirit has got your back, and your spirit is guiding you to trust and let go. Take note of your experiences, for within them lie many keys. 40% complete now. Do not worry if you feel you are moving around the water. In circular motions, or if there is movement vertically, horizontally, or diagonally within the water, allow yourself to move with this now. And even though everyone is in the water at the same time, it is like you are the only one in the serenity pool. You will have your very own unique experience here. And you will every time you choose to return. This is a safe haven for you. Sanat explains. He explains that you have permission to come back whenever and as often as you like. And He will be here when you call on Him and when you need Him. However, you may also visit the serenity pool only with your spirit and soul. It is all up to you, he says. 60% complete now. Trust what you are seeing, experiencing, feeling. Trust the direction your spirit is guiding you in. And be very open to receiving these keys that will serve you well beyond this session. 80% complete. %90 complete. Very very gently be ready for your spirit to start wrapping up this part of your experience. And when you are ready, simply step out of the serenity pool again and sit on the side again. Beautiful, sealing this part up now. Sanat says, asking all to follow him. Out. Very large are the doors on the other side of the structure. Back out into the open air. Have a look around, he says, the environment. It seems very familiar. Yet, it is very different as well. He asks all to gather around in circles again around him. Standing this time, he says. He explains that some of your spirits will have informed you that today's session is about anchoring keys to merge these two realities occurring in your regular reality, so as you travel the most graceful path to fourth density with Gaia. Today's session circles around 4 elements. The first was on the green, grassy hill, earth. The second was in the serenity pool, water. The third part of today's session takes us to a structure a little further ahead with individual chambers. And this is where the element of fire comes in to anchor and activate relevant, necessary keys for the emergence of these realities we have spoken of. Sanat asks all to follow him now to this structure with individual chambers, and to allow your team, your spirit, to guide you to your chamber, your assigned chamber for this particular session. You will find there's a very comfortable chair there to sit down in, to lay down in. For some of you, a crystal bed, all perfectly tailored to your wishes by your spirit. And Sanat has a smile on his face, for he knows how tailored each particular chamber is. And each chamber shows your different energetic signatures in colors and patterns and choice of furniture, etc. He says, so choose the one that your spirit has created for you and get comfortable, he says. Many of you will be familiar with the violet flame energies. Like in the pool of serenity, your chamber will be filled with one specific frequency or many different frequencies of fire energy, flames, energetic flames. These will align your energy bodies to receive and ignite these keys to assist you in your ascension process beyond this session. So simply relax now and be ready to receive, and all of you will be taken on your own journey starting now. It is very common, Sanat explains, that fears, worries, constriction, even some physical body pain may come up in this particular part of the session. Allow this to melt away, to move through, and hand it over to your spirit and your support teams. And the support teams include your Ascension Council, angels, archangels, emissaries from Mother Gaia, and many more. Again, it is about trust, letting go, surrendering as you receive and anchor these keys. %40 complete now. Some of you will experience a lot of motion, movement, spinning, turning. Others will feel like it is hard to hold on to remaining present. Yet others will be focused on the deep burning out energetically of old layers that have been in the way, that have represented resistance in change and letting go. And willingness or presence to merge more deeply with you, he says. If any of you experience feelings of claustrophobia, hand those over. This is merely a representation of a deep-seated energy that you experience in your daily life as well. Feelings of being stuck, of not having control, being unhappy, feeling depressed, wanting to leave this mission, feeling rejected by the world, feeling out of place, feeling uncertain of what is your mission, not believing you are on mission or even understand what your mission is. go of all of these layers now. They are merely illusions in the way of your spirit guiding you as a soul in your vessel, in your earthly incarnation. All is well. These are illusions. Allow them to be energetically burned out now. %60 complete. Sanat explains that the intensity of the frequency of the different flames are going to increase now to a point where you may feel you can't handle them. Simply trust and surrender. He gives the example of a sauna, perhaps a sweat lodge, where things feel too hot to handle. By breathing and trusting and grounding, you are always safe. Your presence, your spirit knows your limitations. It knows very well how to assist you to let go as well. So simply trust, let go, have faith. The energies increase now. %90 complete now. Completing and sealing this part up now. Sanat asks you to breathe up and down your pillar 3 times, and then to follow him to another area of Shambhala. As we arrive, Sanat asks all to stand around him again in concentric circles. And he explains to have a look around. This is the highest point of Shambhala, he says, the highest hill. Have a look around at the scenery, he says. All the structures, the open waters and oceans around, the lakes, the waterfalls, the vegetation, tropical vegetation, and many other types of vegetation. And the final element for today's session to anchor these keys of connecting and merging realities is air, he says. He smiles and says, Many of you may not have experienced flying at Shambhala, and this will be your chance, remembering that you can always come back whenever you want. Shambhala is a safe haven. You have permission to come back here, he says. And again, always call on Sanat, he says, when you wish to connect. The fourth element, surrender, flow, peace, harmony, serenity, is your spirit guiding you to fly all around, through any and all parts of Shambhala. You may experience flying through waterfalls, around and through mountainous areas, directly over the grass fields and mountains, hills, around the structures. But one key is to fully surrender and allow your spirit to guide you. What you feel excited about, even diving into the water and emerging again in full flight, is guided by your spirit, for your spirit will guide you in excitement. So when you are all ready, he says, explore and fly away now. And when that part of the journey is done, we all come back here, he says, to this highest hill in Shambhala. And the journey starts now. Enjoy, he says. Allow your spirit to guide you. Go as fast as you like. Stay in one spot. Explore as much as you like. You may experience moving through different dimensions within Shambhala as you do so. Enjoy the journey as you surrender, let go and receive and anchor these keys. Soar as high as you like. Fully be this experience. Understanding that this is real. This is a reality. This assists you to understand the key of your multi-dimensionality, that you are so much more than what you feel is reality in your earthly incarnation, in your earthly bubble, with the reminder that you have to have your blindfold on there, for that is part of creation game. But understand that everything here in the inner realms is real. Your spirit is real. All of this is a reality that you have access to, whenever you so wish. 50% complete. Many of you will change and morph into different animals or angels or archangels and shapeshift continually in this flying experience. Allow it all to unfold. The Spirit is communicating with you in exactly the way that will work for you to understand these keys of multidimensionality. For one of the keys is, as you deeply feel, experience your multidimensionality, your earthly, regular reality will be different, will have opened up. This is one of the keys for you to ride the waves of ascension more powerfully, more successfully, more gracefully, in a more focused, mission-oriented manner. You are here on a mission. You have access to your mission at all times. And the more illusions you allow to melt away or to shatter or to break open, the more clearly your highest potential timeline will unfold for you and be shown to you, Sanat says. 80% complete now. %90 complete now. Very gently flowing, flying. The last part of the journey. As you get ready to return to the highest grassy hill in Shambhala. And as you land again, gently forming concentric circles around Sanat, he blesses you and he thanks you as he seals this part of the journey up with a reminder that these 4 elements have offered very unique and powerful keys by your spirit, by the Gaia, the keepers of Shambhala, and your teams. Shambhala blesses you as we travel now in group Merkaba back to the God Presence Communion Temple. Sanat comes along. And as we arrive, find your place again in the temple. Sit down and connect with the crystal in the center of the temple. Send out through your 12 primary chakras and receive from the crystal. And you will notice the crystal appears very different now. It holds all 4 elements, earth, water, fire, and air within it. Allow the crystal to assist in the anchoring of the keys in your 12 multidimensional energy bodies now. Sanat assists with this as well, and your teams. As we deeply thank Sanat now, and all the teams, keepers at Shambhala, Mother Gaia, all our ascension councils, our spirits, our souls, all the temples. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come fully back into your here and now, your regular reality, with all of your energy, all of your consciousness, all of your awareness. Breathe up and down your pillar a few times as we ask for all this energy work to be sealed and to integrate with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment. Thinking all again. So be it, so be it, so be it, it is done. Many, many, many blessings. A beautiful integration of these newly found and anchored keys.